And no, Nagaso, he's trying to fight everybody out of both right-clicking away, but he can't tech everybody. Chuan's low, but Navi players are dying. 3's dead. GG's goal!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Dota 2 Championships West Qualifiers Day 3, and it's all about Group B today. I'm James Too Good Harding, and joining me at the desk is none other than Bruno. How are you, Bruno?
I'm doing great. How are you? I have a feeling I did this before.
I have a feeling I did this before too.
Second time was way better.
Yeah, it was.
Second time was always It's like when we didn't have sound.
Huh?
It's like when we didn't have sound.
Yeah, it's like we did the other time. We did a rehearsal live intro that apparently we had to change some server side stuff on Twitch TV. But anyway, Bruno, we're here.
Yes.
It's Day 3. It's Group B.
It's the group everyone's waiting for.
It is indeed. It is. Well, everyone was waiting. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It is the group that I feel that has a lot of presence in terms of team names and could have upsets.
The other group has more appeal for the Russian community, probably. We had Rockskis, we had DD that has some Russian players. We also had the other time Empire.
They're pretty famous.
They're pretty famous, someone told me. But now we have the groups, the teams that the Western part likes. We have EG, we have Mouse, we have Cupid, and if you're Russian and you still want to see some Russian teams, you have IC Cup for you. So that's great.
Yeah. And of course, it's not only us. It's not a two-man show. It's a four-man show.
I like it.
I was going to say something else because I wanted to involve Scriff, but I just looked up at him and he's got his big webbed feet out. Do you know Scriff has webbed feet?
Whoops.
Yeah, I know. Only on one foot though, right?
Yeah.
On both.
Yeah.
No,
He's
no.
just got them out. He's in his
Oh,
observer
really?
desk with his big hobbit webbed
That's
feet
really
out.
awkward.
That's distracting. I'm not going to be able to look over there for
I
the
wish
entire
this
time.
people could see that. It's so
Perfect. 'Cause it's
amazing.
shot for you.
Yeah,
You must be
yeah,
a fantastic swimmer.
No, I suck at it.
such a swimmer. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're joined by Andy and Webpers, Draskell and Webpers, sorry, who will be doing some of the commentary, kicking off today. And it's going to be Mouse Sports IC Cup that we're going to be starting with. But before we go there, how are you guys?
I'm good, doing great. Looking forward to the games today. Feels like I've had this conversation before, but I do want to talk about IC Cup and the fact that for them, the road is very similar to what Absolute Legends had in the first group. You want to get those 2 wins as quickly as you can, just go straight on through. But this is a nice position for them because either the Red Pandas or EG are going to take themselves at least to the lower bracket. So you can only have to worry about winning 2 games as opposed to possibly playing against every hard team. Because for them, every game is going to be a hard game. So you want the least amount of games possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Webpers doing good today?
Yeah, feel really good. I'm excited for the first game, even though most people are probably looking forward to the second game since it's EG and Pandas. Like, DD vouched for IC Cup, so I'm really looking forward to see what they can bring out and see if they can take down Mouse.
Yeah, that is the storyline of today. We can take a look at the groups from Group B that we'll be going into over the course of today, just to show you what matches you're going to be watching here for the Western qualifiers. The first one up, starting at 2:30. So for you guys, that's just about under 15 minutes, about 15 minutes away. It's going to be Mouse Sports versus IC Cup. And as mentioned, the storyline is Mouse Sports looking strong. IC Cup, can they surprise? As Andy mentioned, can they kind of pull an AL on their first day? Obviously, they don't want to do that on the second day because you finish up third in your group. But it certainly will be a team to watch here. And then we'll be moving on at, I believe, 5:30 CET, just 3 hours later after the first game. Evil Geniuses, the powerhouse team from America, going up against the Cupid Red Pandas. And once again, EG still looking the favourites with Mouse Sports from the group. And after the 2 upper bracket semi-final games, we will have the upper bracket finals. So the winner of both matches will play off against each other in another best of 3, and the winner of that will qualify first in their group here on day 3, and that will take them to the playoffs, and with a first place seed, which means they'll be up there with DD Dota. And speaking of DD Dota, if you weren't here yesterday to watch all the action of Group 8, we've got a nice little video from McCormick which won't be crashing on you. Here it is.
Empire so well.
They're just showing them where they want to go.
Oh, they're coming in from the side. The roar on the light of heaven. The static storm is going to be there, but the BKB is popped by BZZ, doing a lot of damage with the Black Cannon Scandal. Going to be caught inside the cogs. Boyer Brain going to get Fiend's Grip, and it's already 3. Make it 4 down for Empire. It was actually a full team wipe, but Mitch buys back into the game. Not sure if the little Rubik that could is going to be able to stop the 5-man of Rock's Kiss. They still have March of the Machines. They still got Illuminate. That is some serious lane push, and Solo just wants to go for it, man. He gets surged in. He's looking for the Omni. He's going to find Mitch and Twista. Kills them both straight away. No reaction whatsoever from Twista. Maybe could have gotten a disrupt off. Oh, Scandal comes in, gets the RP, but it's only on 1. And BZZ going to be just fine with that. Boyer Brain actually ends up stunning himself and make that 3 down so far on the side of Empire. Actually 4, as Mitch has bought himself back. TP to the tier 2. And it looks like Scandal and Mitch are going to be able to get away.
But if they could take even just this tower, it's going to be huge for the next team fight.
We're going to see a swap onto Miracle. Good night, Lena. 3-man coil coming out of Miguel. Amir Oakshot go off. It's going to be Yul trying to go on Miguel himself. Mania, in the meantime, ends up dropping to Vanscore. There's going to be a Cog, and Miguel just simply can't stand to the team that is Rock's Kiss. RP on BZZ, and his rage isn't up. Then all he has to do is get Astral Prison, but Solo wants to go in. Miguel coming in. He will find a 3-man RP. He's going to skewer him. No, he won't, actually. The hookshot is there, too, but it doesn't hit anybody because of Disruption. Sanity's Eclipse comes down, and it's almost 3 instant kills in favor of Rock's Kiss. Miguel buys back. He found the RP that he was looking for, but it was the disruption just stopped his follow-up. It's an ultra kill for Solo, 20-4. Miguel skewers Solo into the tier 4 towers. He doesn't have the Ghost Scepter up. Will he be able to get away from this? I think the towers might actually kill him. Oh my goodness, just barely being able to live through that damage. They don't have anything else that they can use to stop his follow-up, because last time, of course, he got 3 people, but he's gonna get spotted out. Miguel, all by himself, gets the 1-man RP, skewers into the base, and actually brings Dread with him, but the Soul Catcher and 1 Arcane Orb almost instantly kill him. Dread's gonna be able to finish the job all by himself. Unicorn stuck in the entirety of Rock's Kiss is gonna be the next one to go down. The solo wall on Miracle coming out from Yul, and it just simply doesn't matter. AL do not have a chance. They tap out, and AL's run and the TI3 qualifiers ends here.
Welcome back, and well, there you have it. That was the run of yesterday for Group A, and it was pretty much all about Rock's Kiss. They started off in the lower bracket semi-finals, where they had to play Empire, a 2-0 victory, went up versus Absolute Legends that beat them the day before 2-1 and got their revenge 2-0 to qualify from the group in second place. So we already know our first 2 teams for the playoffs. It's going to be DD Dota qualifying in first place, so they get the #1 seed from Group A, and Rock's Kiss qualifying in second. Empire and Absolute Legends road to TI3 ends, well, I say ends here, but ended yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's all about Group B, and we're going to have exactly the same format. At the end of today, we mentioned 1 team will qualify,
Yes.
and then we'll go on to tomorrow, where we'll wrap up Group B. So make sure you stay tuned for all the content that we're going to do. Of course, we're wrapping up on Sunday with the grand final to decide which team will go to the international itself and play for that currently $1.5 million prize pool. It's insane. It's probably one of the biggest prize pools in esports history. But of course, the teams are playing for prestige. This is what they play for. So we can talk about the group now in a little bit more detail. And then we'll disappear. I also just want to say, by the way, people have complimented my shirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, you said.
It's a Samurai Jack chibi.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday, if you were watching Join Dota, you saw Zoe wear her flash top. I gave her that, and she made me this.
Ah.
I'm connecting. Fuck Malk.
Yes.
But that's fine. Sorry, Trans is telling you things.
Yeah, I think that the Chibi Samurai Jack is awesome.
Thank you.
I really, really like it.
Thank you.
But you know what I also like? I also like hype videos for Group B. And we're going into one right now. It didn't have Samurai Jack. on
You
it.
really hyped that up.
Yeah, I know. It was supposed to be the other one.
And no Samurai Jack.
Either way, they're the 4 teams with the 20 players that are going to be playing today.
Yeah.
So it's going to be huge for them. Obviously, you've got some really experienced people coming out in this group as well. If you look at Cinderin, someone that's been able to compete and be at the last international TI2. He was there with, I believe, MTW. Didn't have the best run. Also, Sing Sing, now playing for QPAD Red Pandas. He was at the tournament last year with Mouse Sports. And then EG, of course, were there. And they also were one of the better teams, actually, out of the Western scene. I think they finished 9th to 12th, as opposed to MTW and Mouse Sports that finished
13th to
13th to 16th. So some good experience coming in. IC Cup are the ones maybe lacking that experience, but also it does make them a scary factor. How are they going to perform in this high pressure situation? And we've seen them, I think it was on LAN, they were able to take a best of 1 off Na'Vi.
And Virtus Pro.
Yeah, so
they lost to Empire. Which
even though it's like, yes, a best of 1, the point is like, if you can beat Na'Vi, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
And so we'll have to see how they go. But EG have been performing fantastically lately as well. That's something that we should definitely
they
mention.
also beat Navi
Yep.
2-0 recently. They also beat him again before that. Looking really strong. But then again, one thing is beating Navi, but other thing is beating the QPAD Red Pandas. Isn't it, James?
Yes. I'm not allowed to be biased. I was told by Trans, okay?
Okay, so I can be like joke with you and you will not be able to say anything about it because you can't be biased.
Yeah, I can punch you. I'm not allowed to say anything.
Fire James. Bias caster.
Please don't hit me again.
Okay.
QPAD Red Pandas, any predictions on the whole group before we get the group started? I've got my predictions.
I've got to say, for me, EG is pretty much a lock-in, either first or second. Probably first, if you're going to go with just like pure potential lately. They've been playing unbelievably well, like Bruno said, beat Na'Vi multiple times. They're boot camping, so they just seem to be on this high as of late. So for me, they're probably my number 1. I kind of want to go with Mouse for number 2, but I feel like that's the easy pick. I'm actually going to go with Red Pandas for number 2. IC Cup, for them, it's like you have to come into this and bring out all the stops right away because you're playing the first match in the first group, or not the first group, but the second group, and you don't want to drop anything because if you drop here, you have to play 2 more games, and you have to play tomorrow. But if you go all the way through, you get a day to relax, you get a day to regroup, maybe even practice a little bit if you get a chance to, and then come in as strong as you can when we go to the playoffs. So,
Predictions, Webaz?
Well, of course I would like to see the Pandas go through, but I'd have to say... Why? I'd say I want to see them go through, but I won't say that I'm going to predict them, Trans. What the fuck are you on about? But yeah, I'll probably guess that Mouse and EG will take it. I would guess Mouse is actually going to take the first spot. They've been looking really strong lately. EG as well has been looking super strong, but I think that Mouse is going to take it in the end. Just Syndrome being such a smart captain and a smart player, and they'll probably be able to outdraft EG.
gonna outdraft Old Man Fear? You think so?
I think so, actually, yeah.
Have faith in the old people.
Bruno?
I agree with you on the Mouse for first one, and I honestly think that the second person will be the winner of today's match, EG versus Red Pandas. Whoever wins that match will be in a boost to actually be there and get to the second
So
spot.
you think that IC Cup's going to lose the first game and then lose to the team that, you know...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. I got it.
All right, so let me tell you how it's really going to go down, right? Mouse Sports are going to get second place just because they're solid, playing really well so far. Fatter's doing a great job mid.
Yeah.
Cinderen's fitting in. You know, it's kind of like when you bring your mate to a party. He wasn't really invited, but he's not making a twat of himself. That's Cinderen. He's fitting in. And then Qualifier.
Yeah.
Qualifier, he's farming a lot. He loves his farm,
Plays Profit a lot.
and he
Yeah.
gets it. That's important. And then
Needs
in
the
black,
quota.
we trust. So Mouse Sports, second place.
Second.
Yes. All right, IC Cup, right? They're going to surprise, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. They're going to finish off third place. Third place, but it's going to be good. Evil Geniuses, yeah? Kind of, America, fuck yeah.
Strong team.
No, European qualifier. Even though they get to play on US East, No America, no fuck yeah. They're going to finish 4th place.
Wow,
Yeah.
harsh.
They don't know what to do with themselves.
Well, we'll
By the
manage-
end of tonight, Bambo will be put on some sort of a big American barbecue, and they'll be spinning him round, and they'll eat him for all the feeding he's
They're gonna put
doing.
him on a
He's going to
spit.
feed in-game, and then they're going to take him to a barbecue, and he's going to feed the house after the session today. And Keypad Red Pandas are going to come out first. Probably not going to drop a map. Select's going to do some drops, some tanks, some micro. He's going to pick his hero up with the courier. Like, he's not going to get a blink dagger. He doesn't need a blink dagger. He's going to take the courier. He's going to use it like a medivac. He's going to He's going to pick up his Magnus and then fly it over mid. And they'd be like, "What the fuck kind of courier is that?" It's not a courier. It's Magnus. And you're going to drop him in the middle of the fight, RP, and they're going to win the game. That's how it's going to go down, and that's why Valve constantly want me on shows to be an analytical commentator. But I do say no most of the time.
Yeah,
But
you couldn't resist this time.
but
You got to stay exclusive.
I just got to tell it how it is.
Sounds fair. Sounds fair.
One day I'll get on his level, but not today.
It's hard.
It is.
It's really hard to fit those shoes. It's like,
It's the
I
shirt,
don't know.
honestly. It's giving him that next level analysis that he really needs. He's made that contact.
Samurai Jack is all about analyzing how to
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
the way of the
dismember
samurai.
his opponents. Yeah. Samurai Pandas.
Brilliant.
They've got it. All right, so we've only got a couple more minutes before we're actually going to be going off here for the pre-show.
Yeah.
Anything that anybody wants to mention? Because obviously we got polls. If you guys want to get involved in any of the polls, make sure you head over to qualifiers.thegoodstudio.com.
Yes.
Bruno, anything that you want to bring up?
I'm just checking the poll and I see over 2,000 people voting for Mouse winning the first match, and only 372 people voting for IC Cup. Heavily favorite Mouse, but we'll see what happens. And
Remember
I don't know-
AL. Remember them.
Yeah.
It can happen again.
Just in case, Syndron, Banslark, you never know. Kind of a strong hero. Anyways, do we have some stats or do we go?
No, we're okay to go to break.
Okay, cool, cool.
Don't rush
So
it, man.
I'm trying to.
He's going
Hey,
through
I
withdrawals,
take
man.
contact.
He needs to
Hey,
say
stop
something.
trying to do
about
my
stats.
job, man. I'm the host.
Are you? Are you really? Well, that's what we make you. When you
Oh, God. Stop trying to host the circle of trust here, Bruno. We'll be back. Thanks for watching the pre-show. When we come back, it's all about Mouse Sports and IC Cup. And we'll be going into Game 1. It's going to be a best of 3, and the winner will advance to the upper bracket finals for Group A. See you in just a moment.